Alright, let's get into this. Round 1 on the draw. Pretty weak hand, I'd have to say. We don't have a pod. We can't play a spell. And one on the draw, yeah, I guess we'll mulligan that. Okay, I could settle for this. Yeah, a lot of our draws are going to look like red-green aggro with like a phantasmal image or something like that. Which is a little bad, but as soon as we draw a pod, it's all over. Yeah, I'll suicide this into a Snapcaster. Okay, so not Delver. One of those bad. Oh, even better. One of those bad miracle decks. Okay, well I just closed that for some reason, but now we know he has Devastation Tide. I appreciate the reveal. So we're looking at a blue-white miracle deck akin to the block deck, I guess. And yes, that is a pretty bad choice, but we'll see what happens. It might be actually might be a pretty bad matchup for us. Alright. Yes, I definitely need to lead off with Huntmaster. Geist is just not going to apply enough pressure. It protects from Dave Judgment, but there's a good chance that he just has Terminus, so. Oh, he doesn't even have the Miracle Stop on. That's probably a mistake. So Huntmaster applies a ton of pressure because it makes him play spells in his own turn. Okay, sure. Looks like we're going to probably have a hard time with this one. I suppose I actually did just miss out on 2 free damage, but I wouldn't be able to play a 5-drop next turn. So I would rather actually just do this. Okay. This is definitely gonna be hard. Yeah, this game is probably unwinnable. And game 2 and 3, obviously gonna be a little better. Probably not enough better, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, just Dave Judgment is very good against this deck. It's very hard to play around too. But I suppose if I knew he had Dave Judgment to begin with, I would have played Geist instead of the Huntmaster. But I wasn't sure. Thought he might just be playing block plus dual lands, or something very similar to that. No, I guess his deck is actually reasonable. Alright, well, last turn I missed out on 2 damage by copying the Geist. And that was because I felt like preserving my archetype as a secret. But I think we're not completely dead, so I'll play this. It's going to be a post-block Snapcaster. I'm okay with that. Perfectly fine with that. Yeah, so I guess if we do draw pod, okay, never mind. Now I guess we have to wait for him to kill us. Try to recuperate. Yep. Drawing pod is pretty important for this deck. I guess that's fine. He didn't even use it. Should have definitely blown out my island or my mountain, but probably my island. Do I overextend? It's kind of a complicated situation. Like if he draws Gideon, then overextending is very good. But if he has a Wrath, it's pretty bad. I think I just have to do it if I want to have a chance of winning this game before he draws Entreat. If he has Wrath effect, then that's fine. I had to draw it out. Yep, okay. That's fine. I'll play my bird. Okay, I think we're dead. Yeah, obviously we're dead. I'm gonna let him cast it though, just so that he doesn't know whether or not I have out to that. Which I obviously shouldn't, but I don't know, Bonfire I guess is something that I could have. And I do have my Miracle Stop on, so. Okay, for this matchup, what do we got? Definitely Conscripts. Definitely Thrawn. Let's see, Scab. Well, he has Day and Terminus. This card's like not exactly easy to cast, anyways. And are we gonna search for it? Actually, yes, we're gonna search for that some of the time because we're just gonna get Exarch, Priest, or this guy. So, probably gonna add that. I think Frost Titan, and that would be everything. And then obviously Aether Adept, Daybreak Ranger, probably one image, and well, let's see. Do I want to have multiple 6-drops? I think I do. I do in this matchup. Do I want to have Acidic Slime? I'm assuming he has no O-rings, so just blows up a land. Not particularly strong. Yeah, that's it, I think. Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah, so because he doesn't have his Miracle Stop on, I can figure out whenever he draws a Miracle and chooses not to play it, or just can't play it. But yeah, that's just good information for him to be giving away. Ooh, spicy. And he did not shuffle. Fun. Yeah, I'm gonna play Ranger even though I drew my 4th land, just because I don't want to extend the Huntmaster onto this board, especially when I have just already 6 power available to me, and 2 of them being Wrath Resilient. Let's say I have 2 Titans now, so I have to make a choice here. I guess I have. So I have 5 more red sources, so I have less blue. So I'll pick that one up first. Didn't look like he drew a Miracle there. Kind of looked away for a second, so I didn't catch it. But I'm sure if he pondered and and didn't play Miracle, then he didn't draw one either. So do I want to protect from a Terminus though? Just attack for 4. I honestly don't mind doing that. Though I guess there's a difference between this deck and the block deck. Because normally in block, I'll just attack for 4 probably here. But in standard, he gets to play something like Gideon. Though I do have his Zealous Conscript. So if he plays Gideon specifically, he would take 13 and die. So okay, we're gonna hold back. And he very easily could have set up a Terminus. Yeah, he drew a Miracle here. Okay, there it is. Okay. Do have more red sources. Huh, really has mana leak? Wow. This matchup is horrible. And I still haven't drawn a pod either. I mean, this matchup is really bad, but the thing about this deck is that it always gives your opponent an opportunity to win because it's just so slow, and because it always has to land drops every single turn. I mean, it's not like it happens too often though, because they have Ponder and Think Twice, but they have to hit them. So now that I've drawn Zenith, I have a lot of choices, huh? Should probably make sure I know them all. Silverheart. Okay, well, I guess I don't have that many choices. Thrun. So Thrun and Silverheart are my choices here. Thrun, I would be walking into a day currently, so it's not particularly strong. Silverheart, I could threaten lethal next turn with. I like that actually. I like that a lot. Alright. Oh, Flash Freeze. Okay. And is this a Gideon? No. Of course not. Why would I search for my mountain? When I have more red sources in the deck. Yeah, you have to attack Timio to keep her at bay. And is this going to be a Gideon? Yes, of course. This is an incredibly disappointing match. Might be one of the only Miracle decks in the event. And I'm just getting smashed. And it doesn't even seem typical either. Like, I didn't draw a pod either game. And I've been Terminus double counterspelled. And then double Planeswalkered. Would like to think I could win this matchup. If I was playing red-green, it would have ended exactly the same. Well, very close to the same. I suppose it'd be a little different, actually. Primarily because I would have more red mana and able to cast this, which would enable me to most likely win. Actually, I could have put him at 1 last turn. But yeah, I don't know. And the difference also being the pods would be swords, but in this case that's actually worse for me, because the only way I can win is probably with this pod, so not with the sword currently. Alright, so pod. Speaking of pod, let's do it. So my borderland is actually in my deck right now. That's pretty sweet. Very nice side effect of Terminus. So I can't really do anything spectacular this turn. Actually, let me check my 3-drops. Oh, I could Exarch. Exarch into Huntmaster. And that's not too bad, actually. But I could also just go get that Ranger. See, with a Huntmaster, what can I do with that? I could sack it, just get conscripts, take the Gideon, kill him. Yeah, we'll go with that plan. I don't know, so I have to pay my life here. I thought I was doing the other plan. Oh, there's also the Ruinator. I actually forgot about the Ruinator, but clearly not going to be the way to go here. Actually, there is a big downside to this. If he just Wraths me. Or no, I suppose he could even tap my pod. That's actually... Well, yeah, I'm an idiot. Well, alright. Should have also attacked first. But yeah, I'm a pretty big idiot here. Yeah, I still think Huntmaster is the correct pick for sure. But yeah, that's gonna cost me probably. And I guess if he taps this, I can have red mana, but it's still worse for me. Wow, he really thought twice and left open Ghost Quarter. Of course, also before this finished resolving. What? Sure. Nice play. It's only slightly worse than mine. So by just getting Borderland, I would enable myself to have red mana, just cast this and win. Also protecting from Day of Judgment, exactly what I should have done. Though by tapping this, I still do get red mana, but it's still bad for me. Or worse for me, rather. So, what can I do? I can take Gideon to kill Tamio. Could put him at 3. Killing Tamio unlocks the pod, but it doesn't guarantee he doesn't have another Tamio. Could do those things and play the priest. I could just play Inferno Titan off the priest. I'm okay with that plan actually, because well, actually he could counter that. He can counter anything I do actually. All right, we're gonna go with the Titan plan for a couple reasons. For one reason, we get to play 2 spells, so it's better against a counterspell. Secondly, forces him to have a Wrath, or lets me unlock my pod. And thirdly, so I can have this as an option to take this an ultimate. Gonna be O-Ring. Wow, he does play O-Ring. So now, pretty much just have to draw a red source to have any chance. Oh, he's not killing me? Okay. Well, obviously it's still the same thing, but I get possibly an extra turn. No thanks. Did I? Oh, wow, I forgot to count these in my calculations earlier, didn't I? So I have 7 blue sources total and 7 red. But I suppose it was still correct to get the blue source. Maybe. Okay, well, we'll do what we can. So 3 outs. Well, I guess Ranger's sort of an out also, so 4 outs. Or you could just play Temporal Mastery. Oh no. That's thoroughly surprising. That's a big surprise. Don't know why he's playing that. I guess you gotta win some way. So, I don't know, I guess it's not just entirely miracles. We got a lot of Planeswalkers. Doesn't really make sense with Devastation Tide, but I don't know. Okay, That's exactly lethal. I have not seen a Feeling of Dread. Though I would be, well, I don't know, I guess to fit all these cards, you can't really play Feeling of Dread, right? Alright, let's do it. I mean, taking Tamio to Ultimate here wouldn't necessarily win me the game, and that's obviously why I can't do that. Ooh. I think we've done it. All thanks to Jace. Jace never let me down. He never has. Okay, let's see if we can do that one more time. Well, he has O-Ring now, so slime for sure. Oh, there was another consideration I didn't even consider for that search. So yes, I do believe I did it correctly and eventually got rewarded, sort of. Okay, what am I cutting for this slime? Well, I think I can cut the priest. I mean, cutting priest kind of sucks because it's, I don't know, it's in there for a specific reason and there's no real reason to cut it post-board. But I just don't know what else to do. And it seems like the least integral piece for this matchup and just for the deck. Ooh. Wow, I think I have to keep this. Yeah. Having pod is pretty big, so. And I'm on the draw. Awesome. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna play birds for sure. Don't terminus me, bro. Land, then ponder. I consider that a tell that he has a counterspell. I suppose I'm playing around one anyway, no matter what. As much as I can, at least. Yeah, he probably counters anything I do here. And I would like to establish some protection from a Wrath effect if I can. So I'm going to go ahead and X3 rather than play Pot or Huntmaster. He might let it resolve if he has a Wrath effect. Okay, well, I have the Ruinator in my hand. Same exact logic applies. Okay, no day. Alright. And can't play around Leak. And I don't want to overextend though, so I can't play Huntmaster. Don't want to play Zenith. So I'm just going to run a pod out there. Yep. And, well, I don't know, if he had a day, he really should have played it. I think, would have played it. So, do I play the Elf? Also, I should consider that he could play one of his Planeswalkers next turn. In which case, I'd like to have, I guess, as many things on the board as I can. So, okay, we'll run that. Okay, I guess I can play around Leak now. It's gonna suck if he has Flash Freeze. Okay. I guess I don't get to activate it. Tricky. And then I guess he's gonna O-ring it. Or maybe Wrath. Terminus, probably. So I attack there. It seems kind of bad because of the pod, but because of that play, I'm assuming he has either O-ring or Terminus. And if he has Terminus, then I want to put this in the graveyard for the Ruinator. And if I'm wrong on all accounts, then I could still have pod in play. Then I get to play spell and sack it. Okay, cool. I was wrong on all accounts, apparently. So he just thought twice, now casts Ponder. That's a very curious play. I suppose, searching for a Wrath isn't bad. Just not what I expected him to do. That's a good thing for me, I think. Chose not to shuffle. Okay, maybe it's a bad thing now. Left open Ghost Quarter, of course, just in case. Okay, my options are limitless. Absolutely limitless. Okay, conscripts, Titan. It's not particularly good. I want to protect from a Wrath as much as I can, and then possibly have a win next turn if that's possible. Maybe it's not though. But how can I protect from Wrath? Well, I need more mana. I don't really have any way to get more mana. I need to look at my deck list. This deck is very difficult when you get to this situation. I can get an Acidic Slime. That's like the best thing I could really do, I think. That would be technically protecting from Wrath. The only real way I can. I could just also I could just get 2 Geists, or play Geist, Zenith for a Geist, or sack an Elf for a Geist. I like that better. Or a bird. And then I just have 2 Geists in play. That's it's not that good actually, because you could just Terminus, or you could just ignore them for the most part and play Planeswalker. 5 drops. Slime, Silverheart, Conscripts. Could get a Conscripts, take his Snapcaster, attack for 6. Just put some pressure on him. Do that and get a Geist off my bird. Or no, I would have to sack the Huntmaster to do that, so no, I can't do that. Exarch, nothing really. I pretty much have access to my entire deck here, and I just can't figure out what I want. Like, can I assume he has Wrath? For sure. If he Snapcasted Ponder and kept. Can I do that? I would say so. So I'm going to play around Wrath to the best of my ability. So the first thing I'm going to do is attack for 1. And if it's Terminus, obviously I'm going to be in a much worse position, but okay, he blocks, which I do like for this play to work out. And if it's Terminus, I don't know. And once again, if I'm wrong on all accounts, then I get to pretty much go crazy, I'd say, next turn. You know, there's one other thing I could have done I didn't really think about. I could have gotten Metamorph, made a new pod, and then I can just be prepared for that Wrath in a different way here. Please be Day of Judgment. Okay. Oh, Gideon. Okay. So, I'm going to... Well, I need to draw a land, actually, to do this play. Alright, good. It's like my first land I've drawn this game or something. Second one. So, get Conscripts, take Gideon, attack for 13. Then I believe he would have to have Terminus to really have to not be dead. Something like that. And anything alternatively I can do? Nothing I'm seeing. Could image? Not really. Yeah, we'll go with this play. I could have... Oh, there was something else. I could have sacked this for Exarch. Well, no, that doesn't work out. Okay, this is fine. Exarch untapping this, sacking to get Huntmaster. Then I can't get the Conscripts. I could just get a Silverheart to kill Gideon. Though I like that less, I think. Yes, I do like that a lot less. So he pondered into that. Ooh, that is gonna be hard to beat. Can I beat that? I don't know if I can beat that. So Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan. And then clone it. Let's see. 1 mana sack that, 3 to play this, 1 mana sack bird. Oh, I did get him. Wow. So I have exactly enough mana, I think. Yeah, I do. And top deck, it's one of my few outs that I can think of. I would have this or any of the clones, so that's only 4 outs, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's the only line that I could win this game with. At this point. And wow, am I surprised that I won this match. Good thing I left in one of those images. Ooh, that was very, very difficult, and I guess it speaks to the power of this deck.